What's up, guys? Um, yeah, I'm late. But anyway, I have good news. I promised in the last video that I would review the Green Lantern movie. And yes, that will happen. But first, I have a mini book haul. I went to the bookstore and I found 3 titles that we will be looking over and possibly reviewing. The first is Patient Zero, which is a zombie novel by Jonathan Mayberry. I've read the first chapter and it's an adult book, definitely, but it is ridiculously good and I will be planning to do a book review. The second book that I found is The Demonologist by Andrew Piper, and this book is so good. Like, you have no idea how good this book is. Let me just show you the cover art on this book, because the cover art on the inside is ridiculous. It's beautifully drawn. I don't know if you can see it, but oh my god. And it's definitely adult. If you are below the age of, I don't know, 17, I suggest that you don't read this book unless you want to be scared. The last book is Elemental by Anthony John. As you can see, it's pretty thin. It's actually, I've heard people did rave reviews on this book, but it's just not that good. A lot of things are forced in this book. I'll do a book review on this. I just wasn't that impressed. In the brightest day, in the blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. For those who worship evil's might, beware my power, Green Lantern's light. The Green Lantern movie. And yes, I have a Green Lantern, so let's talk about this movie. First of all, we're going to start with the casting in this movie. Ryan Reynolds as Hal Jordan Green Lantern. Some people liked him, some people hated him. What's my opinion? I didn't like him that much. I mean, I just found him annoying for most of the movie, and normally I like Ryan Reynolds because I have a few of his movies and he's usually pretty enjoyable, but in this movie, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I would have rather had, I don't know, Nathan Fillion play Hal Jordan Green Lantern, because just watch any episode of Firefly and you'll know what I mean. Like, he would have been perfect. And let's keep going. Carol Ferris. Blake Lively, I'm telling you, was just in this movie because she's Ryan Reynolds' girlfriend, because she's not that good. Like, I guess she's hot, but I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed by her acting. I didn't like her at all. Now, I probably would have went with not Blake Lively, because that's who I'm saying that I don't want in this movie. What I'm saying was, I believe that Olivia Wilde would have been better, because let's all face it, she's ridiculously hot. And she's an amazing actress. She has potential to be an amazing actress, and I really think she would have been much better as Carol Ferris. Now, my personal favorite character in this movie is Adolph Sinestro, played by Mark Strong, and oh my god, I don't think anyone else could ever play Hal Sinestro. Dude owns as him. Like, I honestly think there could not be anyone on this earth that could play Hal Sinestro other than Mark Strong. Now, we have Peter Sarsgaard as Parallax. Well, not Parallax, but he plays Hector Hammond, who takes on Parallax, but not in this movie. No, we're going to talk about the story here in a minute. But he's a really good actor and delivers his lines perfectly. He plays a good Hector Hammond, but the character's kind of predictable. This whole movie's kind of predictable. But being a huge Green Lantern fanboy, I really dug it. Like, I've seen this movie at least 4 times, and it's better every time. Like, it's more of an origin story. I see this more of an origin story than an actual full-blown Green Lantern movie. Like, they're only on Oa for 5 minutes. Literally. Maybe 10. But, it just, if you have the opportunity to see this movie in 3D, definitely see it in 3D, because Oa looks so much better in 3D. I also think that there could have been more Green Lantern, awesome lantern-wielding, ring-wielding types. There's only a few scenes where they actually use the ring, and most of it's in Hal Jordan's training, which is only 5 minutes. Like, I think this movie couldn't decide whether it wanted to be an origin story movie or an action movie, Green Lantern style. Like, there are some action-packed moments, but then there's a whole bunch of, like, slow origin story stuff. I would have rather had the origin story. I think it would have been much better. But basically the story of this movie is that Parallax has escaped from his prison. He used to be a former guardian of the universe, and he gave into the power of fear and became this huge cloud of dust called Parallax, which is nothing what Parallax looks like in the comic books. Oh my god. But comic book fans would know that Green Lantern, or the Green Lanterns, would want to stop this, because absolutely they need to stop this, because this is absolutely terrible. We can't have anything like this. So Hal Jordan becomes Green Lantern, and then he has his own, like, oh man, I can't rise above my fear, like, something that would have to happen for him to overcome his great fear, become one of the greatest Green Lanterns ever, and they just really don't cover that at all in this movie. Like, it's not covered. I'm not saying this movie is bad, because a lot of people thought this movie was bad, but I think they could have done better. I think it was an okay Green Lantern movie. One, because of the acting, or one, because of the actress. The casting choices weren't that well thought out. I guess they were thought out, but not well thought out enough. Some of the writing is not that good. Some of the transitions are not that good. The CGI in this movie is really good. There are a few pluses in this movie. The CGI is really good. Seeing it in 3D was really awesome, because it looked great in 3D. Some of the characters were great. Mark Strong, Don Sinestro, awesome. The Guardians were the Guardians. I mean, that's the way they are. I mean, they don't have the new era Green Lantern stuff. This is old Green Lantern stuff. We don't have the whole brightest day, blackest night thing going on in this. It was meant to be an origin. Or right in the middle, somewhere between the original and present. It's right smack in the middle. The average comic fan would get it, but someone that doesn't read comics wouldn't. They have a chance. With the Superman movie coming out, the new Superman movie, Man of Steel, coming out, which looks awesome, and the talk of a Justice League movie, they have a chance to redeem Green Lantern. They have a chance to bring back Green Lantern and make it awesome. You can't do a JLA movie. You can't do an original JLA movie without Green Lantern. You can't do it. So, in my opinion, his affiliate, if he's not busy, Hollywood, give him a call. Hal Jordan, we need you for another movie. But apparently, Ryan Reynolds said that he wanted to be in the Justice League movie as Green Lantern. I do not agree with that at all. Let me know what you think about that. I do not agree with that. I don't know, I enjoyed this movie. A lot of people didn't. I did. I gave you some of the points that I thought. I'd like to know what you think about this movie. What do you think about the writing, the casting direction, the art direction? Did you like it in 3D? Did you not like it in 3D? I loved it in 3D. I went and saw it in theaters in 3D. And I will get a 3D TV so I can watch it in 3D. Yeah. That's it for my Green Lantern review. And here's a surprise.